Yes, we do. Okay. Mr. Figueroa.
Here.
Mr. Canine.
Here.
Mr. Ward.
Here.
Mr. Taylor.
On vacation.
On vacation. And Mayor Kilby.
Here. Everybody to stand up and pledge allegiance and have a moment of silence for special intentions. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. I'd like to announce that we're in compliance with the Senator Byron M. Baer Open Public Meetings Act. Approval of the minutes, gentlemen?
We have, Mr. Mayor, we have closed session minutes from April 13th, May 4th, June 1, June 8th, and also minutes from the agenda conference meeting of July 13th, all of this year.
Approval?
I'll move it.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay. Let's see here. We have no bids, right? Any comments from the Township Committee at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll wait till the end if anybody changes their mind. Ordinances, I'd just like to make an announcement before we go into any of our readings. The recording resolution ordinance that we had first reading before, I would like to announce that has been tabled, but it's going to, that is done. What we proposed before is done. It's going to be revised. We'll have another reading by title, first reading, second reading, etc. We took your comments under consideration in our effort to try to come up with a good program that, you know, you try to cover all your bases with some of the things that some people might try to do in recording and editing and this, that, whatever. Try to avoid that. We kind of lost the sense of where we were going, I guess, for a better lack of words. And let's get back to the real point. The bottom line here is, in the meantime, you can record. The township has somebody that's always going to be here recording the meetings. We're going to keep them on file. We're going to revise that ordinance. And again, I want to thank you for your comments. Thank you for your concerns. It might have been too restrictive, but it was just trying to protect everybody and anybody. So it's going to be modified. And then, when we announce it again, you get another bite at the apple to see if it's more conducive to some of the things that we talked about. Okay? So, and everybody will be notified in due time. All right. Now, moving on. Let's see. Ordinances, first reading, no public comment. Gino?
Ordinance 2011-19, it's an ordinance of the Township of Pennsauken County, Camden, State of New Jersey, accepting certain parkways as dedicated streets in the Township of Pennsauken.
Could be these are the certain development known as Maple Commons, as shown in the Township Pennsauken tax map. Is that the one we're talking about, gentlemen?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay. Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Figueroa.
Yes.
Mr. Canine.
Yes.
Mr. Ward.
Yes.
And Mayor Killian.
Yes. Resolutions, public may comment. The following resolutions will be considered and adopted by consent agenda. Mr. Clerk?
Okay, 227 to 230 are all requesting permission of the Director of Local Government Services to anticipate special items of revenue in the 2011 budget. 227 is the Camden County Recreation Facilities Enhancement Grant. 228 is the Green Acres Grant. 229 is Municipal Court Alcohol Education and Rehabilitation Fund. 230 is over the limit and under arrest. 231 is authorizing the Township Committee to accept the sub-grant award of the Federal Fiscal Year 2011 Department of Homeland Security Emergency and Management Performance Grant. That's for $5,000. That'll be for $5,000. 232 is approving reduction of taxes for 2011. 233 is approving reduction of taxes for 2009. And 234 is designating recipients of the Camden County Housing Rehab Program and authorizing Camden County Division of Community Development as administrative agent. 235 is granting renewal of a liquor license for 11 and 12. That's for Whitehall Investments. That's in pocket, Mr. Mayor. And extending used car license till September 30th, U.S. Auto Auction. 237 is release of zoning board application fee in the amount of $150 to Amanda Fields. And that's it.
Okay, at this time, I'd like our administrator to go over a couple of these grants that the town will be receiving. Mr. Groski?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 211-227, the Camden County Recreation Facility, it's a grant that we received in the amount of $25,000. It will be used for the Wesley Gaines Playground, which is located right off of DeRusse Avenue. It'll be a multi-use exercise path. We'll refurb the basketball courts, and the softball fields will be redone. 228 is $900,000. It's a grant that the township received from the DEP, Green Acres, and it will help to refurbish the pit. When we start working on that, that's where that money is going. 229 is $4,476.58. That's to be used with the municipal court. That's their alcohol education rehabilitation fund. 230 is a grant we received. It's a highway traffic safety grant for $4,400. It's called Over the Limit Under Arrest. It's used for the traffic police with doing DUI stops during the day or evening at certain times in the night, and that's what that money's used for.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have a motion, gentlemen?
So moved.
We got a motion, we got so moved, we got a second.
Who seconded? I'm sorry.
Mr. Figueroa? Okay. We have a question? Come on up, name and address.
Lonnie Monaco, 4118 Homestead Avenue. Who decides where you're going to use that money? Like the $25,000 for the, you said Wesley Games, and the $900,000 for the pit. Like, was that in a discussion?
The $25,000, every year there are a number of grants. You apply to a grant specifically for recreation purposes. And what we have is a role, we have a lot of fields in this town, and every year a new field is refurbed, whether new playground equipment, basketball, whatever that is. So as they go along, that's what that's used for. It's only specifically used for recreation. Okay? The Green Acres, the $900,000 is specifically used for open space area to keep it open space. That's all you can use it for.
So there's a discussion among the township committee to say, we're going to use this for Wesley Games, we're going to use this for the
They get
pit.
recommendations from our people here, from our public works people, our park and recreation people, saying, okay, what are the worst playgrounds in town? And we make sure that it rolls. It's not in one area, it just rolls every year, something else is done.
Now,
Just
is this a discussion that takes place?
Let me make one clarification. There's no meeting held where there's a majority of township committee members in attendance where this is discussed. And Mr. Gohusky can clarify, but I believe he may discuss it with the mayor or someone else interested who's assigned to a particular department as part of their duties and responsibilities. But if there's any suggestion that there is some meeting held where a majority of the township committee members discuss these things, doesn't happen.
So there's no input from the public, it's not, the discussion, whatever discussion that's happening is,
All right, let's try this one more time again. Let's go back to the beginning. They are grants that are advertised, okay? And the grant that's advertised for the state, like the $25,000, you can only use that for recreation, playground type stuff.
yeah, no, that's fine.
We could divert that money anywhere else. It has to go to one of them. So Mr. Krosky will have a meeting with the Parks and Rec guy. He'll have a meeting with Public Works because they go out and cut and maintain. And that's the Parks and Rec guy goes out and every so often you have to update your playground equipment, this, that, whatever, to stay with codes or requirements and whatnot. So basically, what we try to do, since I've been around and most of the gentlemen have been around, is whoever needs the most attention will get that first, and try to do that on a rotating basis to do that. So he meets with his people, that's why he gets paid the money that he does. They come and make a recommendation to us down the road that, hey, we applied for this grant, we got this grant, we want to put the money at X, Y, and Z playground because it needs this, 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 and this, and we say, okay, sounds good, plain and simple.
Green Acres is specific. You cannot get the Green Acres unless it's specific. And the grant takes hours and hours and a lot of time of the people here, and the binder has to be 4 inches to 5 inches thick to apply for that grant. And it's specific to an area.
And these first four, the first two, the one was for the Wesley playgrounds. The other one's Green Acres grant, that's open space. We can change that to something else that we want. The next one's municipal court alcohol education rehabilitation fund. That money has to go there. We'd be foolish not to take it if, you apply for it and you get the grant. You're not going to turn away money that helps benefit the town. And the other one is over the limit and under arrest. That's, as Mr. Brusky said, some of that goes for the people doing for the DUI stops and things like that. So I think it's important that when we do get money, and I'm very proud as being the mayor because of the work that it goes through with some of our people in our departments, that there's grants out there and we search, we look for them, we try to get as much money coming in to help. Now, if we didn't get these grants, we'd have to take money out of the general fund to try to fix some of these things. So if we can get it from the state or get it from the federal government, why not? Let's get it. So.
Yeah, and I'm not questioning chasing the money and getting the money.
No,
I was just wondering the process by which you determine the money's going to be used specifically for. And on the 25,000, I mean, that's not. But 900,000 seems to me like a lot of money, and to basically put a football field where you have 7 baseball fields seems like, and I think we've kind of.
Well, then we wouldn't have the grant. We wouldn't apply for the grant.
Yeah, but you're not saying you can only go for a football
No,
field. You're
excuse
saying
me, we
it's.
would not have applied for the grant because there would be no other place for us to use that type of money in this town. We have over 400 acres of open space in this town, okay? A lot of it's open green area, okay? But if we didn't have a specific need, we would not have even applied for it.
And if they had thought it was a little funny, they wouldn't have
They
given
wouldn't
it to
have
us.
checked
They come and investigate this, go over our application with a fine-tooth comb and some.
We received one of the highest numbers this year. They said it was one of the best grants they've seen in a long time. And it's the people in here to do it. We do not hire an outside consultant to do it. It's people in here to do it.
Okay, all right, great,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Anyone else for the public? State your name and address, please.
Donna Zuba, 7665 Idaho Avenue. The 229, is that money going to be used through PASA? Is that how that money's going to be distributed?
Which one are we talking about?
229, the alcohol education rehabilitation fund?
That could be part of PASS's money. Well, I don't know right off the top of my head, but I think at our last meeting, we approved some money for PASS, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that correct, Gene?
Yeah, we did. That's
Okay.
right.
Is this, I just was checking to see if that was part of that money.
It could be, we'll find out. Does
Okay.
anybody know off the top of their head? Okay,
Okay.
we'll
And
get the answer to that question.
going back to Lonnie's question, I guess I'm curious too. When and how does Mr. Grabowski,
Grabowski.
I'm sorry, Grabowski,
Just say Ed.
make the recommendation to you, the mayor, and to the committee? When does
In
that,
our township, in the caucus meetings.
in the caucus meetings, you sit down and you say, oh, we have these parks and this,
A lot of times it's a formality. We might have a resolution there that we're going after, and we'll tell them that, by the way, we've applied for this grant. If we get it, this is what we're going to use it for.
okay, so part of it is that part of the written reports that are, the committee reports that have been filed? Is that a part, I'm lost, I'm sorry.
Everything that we do at a caucus meeting is part of the minutes. There's a lot of things that under little or no discussion, they leave us know that things may be coming up because they have applied for grants and whatnot, and if we get that grant, we could put that grant to such and such playground as Wesley Gaines Playground in this time, and you're getting the money,